Well, co-working is basically I guess you could call it a movement. My name is Eddie Codell. I am a freelance videographer. I'd say it's a destination for people who work, basically who are independent workers who might otherwise be working at a coffee shop.
The culture seems to be that you go to the cafes and you might talk to people who you know. You talk to the barista. My name is Sean Savage, and I'm one of the folks who puts together and runs this co-working space. If you see somebody who you already have met in the cafe, you talk to them. But other than that, it's almost frowned upon to meet people in the cafes.
And so co-working kind of answered the need of, well, I'm at home all the time, I'm not really motivated to work, and or I'm at a coffee shop and my battery runs out after an hour, and I've been buying cups of coffee all day long and I'm wired. So co-working kind of becomes sort of an office for independent nomads to kind of come together.
You might work with many different people over your career, and it's very important to continue networking and to bounce ideas off other people who are working on similar projects.
I think in our space we have, it's mostly made up of software engineers, and so, so they talk to each other and kind of share ideas once in a while, and I think you get that more in this kind of space than you would at a coffee shop, where everybody kind of sort of heads down their laptop, earphones on, and just kind of working away. And if you're working at home, you're mostly working by yourself, and I know as an independent worker myself, I know my motivation, it varies a lot when I'm by myself. If I am working and collaborating with other people, I tend to be more motivated.
There you go. That wasn't pre-rehearsed, I promise. Right? Was it? No, we were just talking about cross-pollination and people meeting each other at these gatherings. And then you, right on cue, that happened.
So the Hat Factory specifically came together as the first full-time co-working space back in 2006, I think it was. Prior to that, Brad, who kind of came up with the co-working concept, had sort of a part-time space, and he wanted to have sort of a more full-time space where people could come and hang out regularly. And since Shlomo was connected to the space back then, he sort of offered up this place, and it became the first full-time co-working space. So everything on the ground floor is communal. So we've got the kitchen, and this is kind of living room / lounge area. So sometimes people have meetings or want to make some phone calls or whatever. This tends to be kind of the area for that. For that. This is the main co-working area here, populated by 2 co-workers. And so this is the common area. Co-workers come and basically work here, first come, first serve.
And we just have a bunch of little desks here that can be moved around. And the standard operating procedure is we have them set up like this. We have Wi-Fi. People come in during the day, 9 to 5, and work.
Co-working started, this was the first, the Hat Factory was the first full-time co-working space in the world, and now it's spread all around the world, and there are, there's at least 5 co-working places in California, and they're basically in every major city around the world at this point. Obviously with some exceptions, but I'm on a co-working mailing list, and I see emails every day of people saying, "Hi, I'm in Mumbai, and I want to open a co-working space. What do I do? Or who can I contact?" And the great thing is, those answers are actually pretty well answered, or those questions are pretty much answered on the wiki. A lot of the ideas around co-working have already been templated out, and most anybody who's interested in it can just, find the resources to do it online and just apply their own, their own time, energy, and will into making it happen.